Well, hey there, everybody. It's Tamara Stone, your Oregon City homegirl. I'm here today to talk to you about some really great dive bars. I recently moved back to Oregon City, which is my hometown, after spending 20 years in Portland proper, and I'm excited to get to know Oregon City all over again and share it with you. So we're gonna go to a few places in Oregon City to check them out and talk about how awesome they are. We're starting with dive bars. You know, Portland is known for its foodiness. Secondarily to that, I would say, are the dive bars. So in our old neighborhood, we had Thatcher's, which was our favorite dive bar to go to. You know, dive bar is good to kill time at and enjoy a beverage, maybe watch some sports, play some pool, or just hang out with some locals, have some good conversation, get to know the bartenders, and just have overall a really good time. So it's one of our favorite pastimes is to go hang out at a dive bar, have some good old-fashioned divey food. And so I wanted to check out what Oregon City had in store. I've been to a handful myself over the years, but I haven't been really since I moved back here. And so we started out at, went to End Saloon. So you'll see some video of it here, and they've got live music, they've got some good food. One of my friends, actually one of my mom's best friends, worked there off and on for forever. And it's just kind of a fun place to go and see some cool music. I think sometimes there's some line dancing and a lot of different varieties of music. So check that out if you're in the area. If you come tour with me, maybe I'll take you there for happy hour. We can have a drink while we talk about the houses that you're interested in and around Oregon City. Sorry, you're hearing the airplane that's going over my backyard right now. It's super hot in Oregon City at this moment in time. And then we took a jaunt over to the Ice House. So the Ice House is actually really close by Trails End, and it's across the street from the Blue Ox, where you can throw axes, which is really fun if that's something that you've never done before. But Ice House has this really great back area. It's you can do what's it called with the bean bags, and you throw it. Tristan, what's the beanbag toss? Underhand. It's got the thing with the holes in it. Words are hard sometimes. You know what I'm talking about. And then I think they've got Buck Hunter, and they've got some fun other games in there as well. Also some really good food, some really stiff drinks if that's what you're into, and it's just a good old time down there. Then the other place that we went to is the Midway. So I'm mostly gluten-free, and I try to stay gluten-free as much as possible, but every once in a while I can't help myself. And when there's a French dip on the menu, I feel like it's an obligation of mine to be able to check it out. So I had a French dip and French fries, and I gotta say, those are some of the best French fries I've ever had, and I am definitely a French fry connoisseur. So their French fries were delicious. The French dip was also delicious, and the drinks were really good. I had a margarita. The margarita was amazing. My son had a Jack and Coke, and we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves having some time there. They do karaoke there some evenings. You can check out their website. I'll have it attached at the bottom of this, so you can check out the websites to all of these places and see their menus. And obviously you get to see the video of what it looks like there. And they have pool tables. So they have one area that's for the people who play pool but aren't like real pool players, and then they have a back room where that's where the real stuff happens. So if you're like a pool player and you want to play on a league, Midway is the place to go. So it is located really close to some other special places in my heart. One is across the street is the Dairy Queen. My sister worked there when she was a teenager, and down the street is Mike's Drive-In, where I worked on 3 separate occasions. I worked there in high school when I was 16. Then I worked there again right after I graduated high school. And then I went to work there for a hot minute when I was in college. So one of my favorite places in town is definitely Mike's Drive-In. I'm throwing in the bonus. Actually, there's going to be 2 bonuses. One is not going to be videoed here, but it's also really close and near and dear to my heart. The first bonus is Falls View Tavern. So Falls View is really special because it's right across from not Multnomah Falls. I always call it that. Willamette Falls. So Willamette Falls, if you're not aware, has the highest by volume waterfall, I think like west of the Mississippi. It's really cool. You can actually paddle out to it if you're interested. There's a place that you can drop in Oregon City underneath the 205 bridge, and there's a spot where you can rent kayaks and get a guided tour, or you can just hop on your paddle boards and go over there, or a boat, because there's a boat ramp to it as well, right off the Willamette. But Falls View has a view of it, if you can imagine, and then it's a cool little local bar, and it has great food as well. Bonus number 2 is the Thirsty Duck. So it used to be called The Wheel, and when it was The Wheel, it was my dad's favorite place to go. He used to get meal tickets. He worked at the mill across the river in West Lynn that's still active, and he could use his meal tickets there, as well as some of the restaurants in town. So I hope you enjoyed this video for all things real estate and Oregon City. Whoa, here come my dogs. As you can see, Oregon City is a beautiful place to live, and I'd love to help you relocate here if that's something that you're interested in. I do help a lot of people who come from out of state, as well as relocating from the Portland proper area into places like Oregon City. So talk soon.